everyone. Thank you for joining us today. This is our annual resource fair, and typically we would have our resource fair at the school. However, with today's climate, we are switching to an virtual resource fair, and this is our first time doing that. However, we thought it was very important for us to make sure that we still give information and resources to our students as they may need them throughout the year. So today I am joined by Ms. Vesna Bosick, who is a representative of the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. And she's just going to walk us through some information about the organization and some key elements. So welcome, Ms. Vesna. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me. This is wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being flexible with us as we work through this presentation. So I have your presentation brought up and we can just go through it. And when you're ready for me to click to the next slide, just go ahead and tell me and I will do so, okay?
All right, perfect. Well, welcome everyone to USCIS. We are the U.S. United States Citizenship and Immigration Services organization within the Department of Homeland Security. And we are we administer the nation's lawful immigration system. We safeguard the integrity and promise by effectively and fairly adjudicating requests for immigration benefits while we protect and secure the homeland. As it states right there, that's our mission. And who are we? Like I said, we are found inside the Department of Homeland Security. We're an agency, a federal agency, a government agency that oversees the lawful immigration to the United States. We have 19,000 government employees and contractors working at more than 200 offices across the world, really. I am the Community Relations Officer, and I work out of Orlando, and I cover all of Central Florida, going all the way up through Jacksonville and through Southern Georgia. So I'm your contact person, really. I'm the agency, the school's contact, if you will, for any liaison with the office here in Orlando or Jacksonville. We have many offices in Florida, Tampa, West Palm Beach, Fort Myers, like I said, Jacksonville, Orlando, Miami. There's like 3 or 4 offices in Miami. So that's just Florida. We are very active. We have lots and lots of applications. In the next slide, I could tell you what we do. So go ahead to the next slide.
There we go.
There we go. And thank you. And this, the bottom here, you'll see our web address. The first one and this one, they're all linked together. And as you see, if you click on any of those blue links, once you're on that page, you can explore about us, how to contact us, how to find an office. You can see the background a little bit, who we are, the budgeting, the grant program that and that's interesting. Now let me just back up 1 second. The Citizenship and Assimilation Grant Program, we give money, grants to nonprofits in every state to help immigrants learn English as a second language and prepare, more importantly, prepare to take the citizenship test. So, and in Florida, in northern Florida, there is a organization in Apopka that we work very closely with. That's just one example, and if you click on that, you would see that that grantee in Apopka right there. What do we do? As I mentioned, we are the federal agency. We're the only one. And I just want to also mention, after USCIS you see the gov, anything with GOV, that's the official government website. And there are many, many organizations and private and nonprofit that will give you advice about immigration. but it is really important to first and foremost get official information, and that is from us, and we do a really good job about promoting what we do. Um, what right in there, if you were to click on all of those, we do citizenship, naturalization, includes related naturalization process. There's many different types of options, I guess, if you would. Then immigration of family members. How do you bring a family member? How does an American or a legal permanent resident bring a family member? And what forms they would use? It's all right in these drop-down links. Then what about working in the United States? If you wanted information on how someone could work in the United States if they're from another country, that's where you would look. Verifying an individual's legal right to work in the United States. This link is for employers primarily, e-verify, electronic verify. So employers, they might come across an immigrant who wants to work for them, and this is where they would look if the person is legally eligible to work. They would be able to verify that right online. Humanitarian programs. We have many, many humanitarian programs. The most common that many people have heard of is asylum. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You would find right in there. How does one apply for asylum? What are the legal requirements? Usually, let me just also say, in any one of our benefit programs, if you'll find a form that one would use to apply, and then there's instructions to the form. There's separate documents, and just reading those instructions really lays out even the legal requirements to be eligible. So we really make it very clear. And then adoptions. We do process adoptions, Americans adopting from abroad. That's again abroad, not local adoptions in the United States. But this is for Americans who are adopting children from overseas, many different countries. They have to first be approved, if you will, by USCIS. Ultimately, are they a fit parent? The foreign country wants to see that. And that process is processed through us, through many different forms and types, but that's one way. And then civic integration, what we're doing to promote civic engagement, and genealogy will also, through immigration, we do a lot of research and have a lot of, access to that. So that's just what we do. We do quite a bit. Most people know us for the first stop, citizenship. How do you become an American? We're the only agency that you come and see when you want to be an American. Bringing family members to the United States, again, we are the agency that does that, along with the U.S. State Department. Again, if family members are outside of the United States, once we approve and determine that the relationship exists with the American or legal permanent resident, and then their family member outside the United States, once we approve and identify that relationship, then it's handed over to the U.S. Department of State, and they operate outside of the United States at U.S. embassies. Again, many people with family members abroad know this process. Again, working in the United States, a lot of employers, a lot of individuals wanting to work in the United States, this is where they would look. And like I said, then the humanitarian programs, those are the asylum program and some other humanitarian programs are very popular, and that's how most folks know us, USCIS.
And so
right,
I see
go on to the next
on this particular web on this particular slide, there's a big red box with the exclamation mark that says that the offices are temporarily closed due to the public in response to the coronavirus. So has the coronavirus, how has the coronavirus impacted your work with the community and things along that line?
That's a great question. So it's affected the community or the applicants and who has business with the USCIS in that our offices have been closed since I believe it's March 18th, and we are still closed. We are proposed. We have a proposed date of opening June 4th, and I will be getting out information on that. It will be a phased in opening, and so it will not be open to the public immediately. It will be only those who are involved. I will explain that later once I have more detail. At the moment, we are temporarily closed to the public, absolutely, except for emergency appointments. The physical building does have some people working in it. Files are, people's files, which are their lives, as I like to say, are still being reviewed, and officers are working from home. Officers go in and take a stack or a crate of files, and they take them home and they work them and they work them and they work them. And so things are piling up, and decisions are going out as well. So really, the impact has been that interviews have stopped, but anything that can be done without an interview is moving forward. So there's that. But right, we do have a website prepared, about us, and then the response for COVID. And a lot of people have asked for rescheduling. As you notice, you could click on that field office appointment. Well, not you, but once you would open the whole link there, but you could. Exactly. You can get there and figure out, they're going to talk about field office appointments will be rescheduled once we are up and running. Applicants will receive notification in the mail. And let me also say, for those applicants that create an account through my USCIS, and I think I talk about that in another slide, they can, communicate and get, online messaging. It won't be just mail. But it says here, right, we do have a lot of information for people that, to explain to them what is going on. Naturalization oath ceremonies, that is a big, big piece of what we do in field offices. All those offices in cities I mentioned, that's where oath ceremonies, people becoming an American after they go through the entire testing process, an interview, they then return to one of those offices for a naturalization oath ceremony. And those have been temporarily halted, and they will resume slowly once they're up and running. Again, people are very anxious. I realize that, and we know that, and we are really working to make it the safest environment for everyone concerned. So I will be getting out notices to you.
Now, are the oath ceremonies just ceremonial, where all the other paperwork has went through, and it's just individuals look forward to this ceremony, or does actually participating in this ceremony actually put the stamp of approval on things, or how does that work?
That's a great question. Unless someone, no, let me back up. Once they go through the test and the interview, they are not an American. They are an American. They become a United States citizen at the moment they take the oath at the ceremony.
Gotcha. Okay. So
to attend the ceremony, they in the past they've brought their family and friends, and it has been a very celebratory. It is a celebratory, but it is also an administrative oath that they take. And without that, they do not become U.S. citizens.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So moving right along about if individuals are interested in reaching out and acquiring some resources from your organization, I see you have a contact us screen. Can you talk a little bit about this?
Right, right. We do. This is, I love our website. I just think it's really user friendly. As I mentioned, just look at the very top of the board and above the red block. Anybody interested in forms can go to forms. You can look at the news. You want to learn about citizenship, you can look at citizenship. Green cards, again, that's for someone who wants to become a legal permanent resident. That is plain language. Everyone knows a legal permanent resident has a green card. So we kind of
Right.
put that in plain language. And then tools, how to's, that would really spell out how do I, you can just, it's almost like a Google, generic question. And then legal resources. We do provide a list of people that help immigrants. It is a list of pro bono. We do not promote any one legal provider, but that's where someone could go and get help. Learn about the contact center. Well, let me just up above see contact. Did you know you can use the USCIS online tools and resources to manage your case? So yes, we do a lot of online, just like a lot of businesses have created apps, they've created accounts where you can manage your phone bill, your water bill, your electric bill, your mortgage, your rent even, everything is online and so are we. So we
Right.
encourage people to create an account just like you would for any other personal service. And you can, as it says there, you can check your case status. You can look at the processing time in your particular case. You can change your address. That's really important. And get, alerts. You'll get pushed alerts into your email to tell you if things are changing, timelines are changing, what you can expect. And certainly in this downtime, I think it's really helpful that anyone who has business with us create an account. You can learn about the contact center. So we do have a full contact center, actually a few of them in different parts of the country where they're uh, telephone bank, call center. And these are officers that are trained just like our adjudicating officers, and they have all the access to all of our, systems. And once someone makes a call there, they might not get the specific information because, again, we don't know who's who on a phone call. So
Right.
call contact people do not offer uh, unless there's ways to verify that. That's why I urge everyone to create an online account so that they can verify your identity.
Great. 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 That is some excellent information, and I know that in today's society, posting a very long video may not capture the attention of everyone or keep their attention, but this has been some very informative resources and a great way for our students or anyone who would like more information about the citizenship and immigration services. They can definitely lean on this information that you have shared with us. Is there anything you would like to say in closing?
Well, thank you. And I just want to say I'm your community relations officer. And as you note on one of those tabs, visit a UCIS field office. Certainly individuals can visit only with an appointment, really. Even before this downtime, it's very difficult to just show up at an office. Everyone's very, very busy. We urge everyone to use the contact center, use the online, and only visit an office if you have an appointment. But I, as the community relations officer, extend to you, we could do a field trip. I would host you if you wanted to have some of your students you wanted to make it a classroom, like I said, field trip, I'd be willing to show you. It'd be really my honor to promote what we do. Even to a ceremony, you could come to a ceremony.
Okay, perfect. Well, Ms. Vesna, thank you so much for your time. I am going to stop recording now, but hopefully you'll stay on the line with us just a little bit, just so we can finish our conversation. But once again, thank you for sharing all the important information that the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services has to offer. Thank you for letting us know that you are here locally, and there are some online resources that students can definitely take advantage of and move forward, or, you know, acquire more information. So thank you so very much.
Absolutely. Thank you.